we're thanking the people who were out yesterday, doing the work on state police, DEM, as well as the DOT and also IEMA. So they did a fantastic job. We're investing dollars in the issues that, we certainly know that climate change is an issue, and we've been probably the most aggressive administration to address that. And the future looks good in terms of addressing that.
So Nellie Gorbea called it a lack of leadership. Galena folks called it incompetence. What's your response to that? Obviously, we're a week away from the primary.
Yeah, so I mean, it's desperate, right? It's desperation in terms of, look, why would you beat up a DOT, an EMA? By the way, EMA, remember this. I've managed not only a snowstorm, it was the largest snowfall in the history in a 24-hour period in the history of the state of Rhode Island in January. And the only people remember that day was that day that Tom Brady didn't retire. And we're going to get millions of dollars of reimbursements because on that storm to all the municipalities in the state, and also managed way through a hurricane, a tropical storm in about this time last year, and did the same thing. So being a municipal leader, I understand how to respond to emergency issues like weather conditions.
It was the second time in a couple weeks that we've had flooding and shut down major highways. What's your response to that as far as the DOT is concerned?
Well, I think that it is a reflection that there is a climate change and that we need to address it, and that's why I signed the Act on Climate. The reason I put 1,000 megawatts of procurement for offshore wind that's going to electrify 500,000 homes, and as well as making sure we're all on renewables by 2033. So we know that climate changing is happening, and every time that you get a reminder like this, it just supports the idea that you need to do work, continue doing work. We're very fortunate, as I mentioned inside the press conference, to have a congressional leadership that has put infrastructure dollars forward, that we're going to do work on bridges and roads throughout the state of Rhode Island, and drainage is going to be part of that work.
Governor, what's your message to the drivers who spend several hours in some cases out there on closed roads?
Well, I think the most important thing is that they were safe, and that the state police stepped in and closed the roads. And when you have a flash flooding and you have 7 inches of rain in 2 hours, which is about a month or 2 months worth of rainfall in a 2-hour time frame, this happens. And it's reflected in our basements. It's reflected around the state in terms of that we have to deal with weather conditions like that. And as long as they were safe, I understand it was inconvenient for them. But when you have a rainfall that strong in such a short period of time, I'm just happy that there was a complete good response from our DOT, from our EMA to make sure the people stayed safe.
You're satisfied with the response of the state agencies?
I am satisfied, and it was interesting. It was on Labor Day when we're applauding and thanking our labor force for the work they're doing.
So the rest is political noise?
Yeah, it's lack of experience, right? I mean, I have the experience, like I said, to manage our way through a snowstorm, through a tropical storm, and yesterday we were safely managed through that. And it also is a reflection, which we all can't, and any deniers out there that think that climate change is not real, it is. And so in small ways like yesterday, it's brought to light, and it also supports the fact that the work that I've done for the last 18 months to put this issue front and center it validates that.
Any after action, any changes that you would recommend to DOT, state police?
Yeah, I think that anywhere where there was flooding in the same spot over the last 2 weeks, we have to take special attention to that and take a look at what could be done to potentially alleviate if it happens again.
Governor, the highway signs for what we saw kept saying the Happy Labor Day. We didn't see anything about the closures of the highways. DOT didn't really give us a response. Who's responsible?
I'm not sure that's true. I think where it was impacted, I was told yesterday on my call with DOT that signs were addressed where it was impacted most. So I'll have to check on that, but that's what I was told.
So, are you asking for federal support at this point?
Fortunately, Senator Reid and the congressional team has sent a letter to federally to the president, and if we qualify for federal support, we're going to take full advantage of it.